Luckily, the guys are out of town, so I don't have to do video chat.
Oh.
Tonight's a night in my headset. That's what tonight.
So, to be honest, I'm a little nervous, but yeah.
Don't worry about it. We got it. Simple.
We are all
Got this.
here.
Hey, thank you for
Just do what I
coming.
do,
I
take
appreciate you
mushrooms.
guys all coming. Appreciate you guys all for coming.
Talk to
Thank you
Basically,
everybody
thank you
for
for coming.
coming. We're going to actually start the show itself at on the hour. And so
Get my emojis
great
ready.
to look around. This is our new headquarters.
emojis are a little rusty. Hold on.
And I appreciate
Oh, I
everyone
gotta
coming.
warm up on this.
Wait a
So
second, wait,
feel
no,
free
no.
to look around to
Oh, this one?
headquarters
Oh,
and
yeah.
welcome for coming.
Hey, how are you?
Bear.
Turn my head, make sure I got my
Hello,
space ready.
are you ready?
Funny how I just always recognize you. I always find it amazing how, the avatars, there are not many attributes to choose from, but you always remember everyone.
Berry. Love that.
Nico, you've changed. It's almost the link.
Hi there. How you doing?
Welcome everybody.
How are you?
Good.
Welcome everybody to our new headquarters.
Love this space that they set up. I used it in their weekly chat.
Welcome
this
everybody
week.
to our new
It's kinda fun.
headquarters. We'll actually be starting the talk on the hour. In the meantime,
Nice.
feel free to mingle about. Check out our new headquarters that we just opened today. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. There'll be people here to help you. So come on in and make yourself at home.
Hello.
Oh.
Oh, Google.
Hi. Thank you very much. I appreciate
I've seen
that.
you around and I've been meaning to tell you that's my husband's favorite movie.
Welcome to our
Hebrew
new
Hammer?
headquarters.
I am the Hebrew Hammer. You should tell your husband you met Jonathan Silverman.
Are you really?
Welcome everybody to our new headquarters.
That
Free to
would be
come
cool.
in, take a look around. We'll be starting on the hour. In the meantime, feel free to ask questions, chat, mingle, and check out our new headquarters and all of our new space here in our new headquarters. We even have a jobs bulletin board, information on the
Nice to see you,
different
man. How you
speakers.
doing?
So come on in and check out our
Good.
new headquarters.
I'm
We
doing good.
opened today.
Thank
So
you.
welcome
Good
to our
see
new
you.
headquarters.
Yeah.
You
Good to
just-
see you.
We will be starting on the hour.
Aw.
So feel free to look around and check it out.
Always good to see a friendly face. Really?
I don't know if it's,
So nice.
Thank you, Nico. Thank you for coming.
And you, boss? I don't know what else I can do.
Thank you, everybody. Welcome to coming. We'll be starting on the hour. Feel free to mingle about and check out our new headquarters.
Yeah, I love the outfit. Looking great. Alien, welcome, buddy.
Welcome.
Good to have you.
Come on in, everybody. We'll be starting on the hour. And in the meantime, feel free to look around at our new headquarters, mingle about, check it out. Have any questions? Don't hesitate to ask. Come on in. Welcome to our new headquarters.
So you'll be using this from now on.
Yes, this will be our new space. We'll be using this from now on. These are our new headquarters. Yes, we'll be using this for all of our events in the future. This is where our meetup is every Saturday night. We have a meetup in here. And so we'll be using this for our meetup, and we'll be using this for all of our speaker engagements here at our headquarters.
Okay.
Welcome, everybody. Come into our new headquarters and take a look around. We'll be starting on the hour. In the meantime, feel free to look around and mingle. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask.
Can go any higher.
Ah.
An environment noise, though.
Myself off megaphone real quick.
Oh my lord.
I'm not sure how many people we have in, but you may have to keep an eye out and
Been doing
respond.
anything fun?
Okay, and what do I do
No,
for
nothing
moderation?
at all today, actually.
What do I do for
No.
moderation?
Some of the projects
I
still
didn't do anything today.
being worked
You know something
on,
really funny?
but
Did you
it's
see that I
good
put a
because, you
post
know,
out
for
on
me
my
Yeah.
to
Discord about
wait to get
putting comments
to
together
work
in
on
Altspace?
that on my own might have taken forever. So
I
Um,
don't get on Discord very often,
oh,
so
I'm
I
excited.
would
to-
recommend-
My company's doing a
I actually, if you
hackathon
it's still
in
there,
May.
it's an open forum for people to
an
actually
XR
add
hackathon
whatever
in May. I
whatever they want.
I
It's
don't
really
know much about it
about
yet,
anyone's
but I
comments,
did sign
good
up
or
to
bad, it doesn't matter.
participate,
Just
and I'm
collecting them.
kind of
Actually
excited
presented
to
it
see
all.
what it
is
could
it just
possibly
strictly
be.
for your
Oh,
for your
cool.
company?
Did already present,
Yeah.
or you
Yeah,
think
it's
you're
internal.
presenting
It
on
did,
Space?
but no one.
Okay,
It
well,
was
yeah,
let's
but
just say
check it out.
I'm glad
person I
that
sent it to.
glad to know
didn't
that
look at it.
we're
I
still
know for a fact.
No.
connected
That's
because
a
I sent it
shame.
along as I sent it along with my
Are you-
job
yeah,
interview.
no, you're
I was
muted.
interested in the
I was
job.
like
so.
pointing at, so I'm glad to know we're
I
still
sent it along
friends.
with
We're
Oh.
friends because
Yeah, but it was
Okay.
funny.
the company's really looking to move into that space, and so
That must have been a
Mhm.
long
you know,
time
it's good
ago,
to make
because
some connections.
aren't you planning on
and,
moving
you know,
still?
As soon as there are postings,
Yeah, but it
I'll
doesn't matter.
definitely
My
share
job
it.
is remote. I can work wherever I want, where I am. I can
Oh,
work
okay.
wherever. It doesn't really
Excellent.
matter. That's my whole plan.
What we might be doing
Yeah, I
is
can
they're really wanting
work
to
on the moon
hit
as long as we have Wi-Fi.
the whole
At 60 up there.
Oh, okay.
As long as the Wi-Fi is good.
Well, it
Yes.
depends. If you're on the
Yeah.
north
Kinda
side,
Wi-Fi you
there's
gotta
no
be-
Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Starlink.
I'm gonna try and get an
a little bit of
Airbnb and try and
everything.
work from there, but
We're a
I'm so
global
scared of the
software
Wi-Fi.
development consulting and company. I
Still
work for a
limitation in life.
Kinda scared
Welcome,
about
everybody. We will start on the
mac and
hour,
cheese.
which is 7 minutes.
What?
Feel free to mingle around and check out all of our new headquarters here.
No,
They're wanting to get more people within our organization.
Kind of
engaged,
cheese.
not a good
more
cheese.
people
Cheese?
involved.
Well,
Um,
have you ever seen blue cheese? It's
so
kind of like
I've
a cross
been
between
kind of
blue cheese and Swiss
exploring
cheese.
and trying to learn
Oh,
so
man.
that I can see what some of
So it's
the
gonna be
benefits
tangy.
might be and
Tangy, yes,
how
it
we
is.
might be able to
And tangy
Weird,
like the
weird
moon
blue
at night.
stuff in it.
use this kind of
Yeah.
engagement to help
Tangy
Where'd
like
you
the
get a
moon?
beer?
do things better.
Oh, I
Daryl
have
could
one
not
in
see you, by
real
the
life.
way. Daryl could not see you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's so strange. I came back in,
Really,
and
it's
then
all
he still
space.
couldn't see
He's
me.
he's on PCVR, so it might have something to do with that. And he was having
Oh,
problem
nice.
with shaders in here too.
Oh.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm not PC.
Hello. Keep it coming,
Politically
Rob.
incorrect.
Oh, you're welcome. I see it.
I haven't
Looking
seen
forward
you
to
all
this
week.
tomorrow.
How you doing?
You know, I actually missed you.
Did you get Burning
really
Man
did.
tickets?
How we might
We're gonna be
able
out
No.
of the
to-
country.
I hope
was
you
gone
went-
for
I
the
had
had
night.
a good time.
I
Honestly,
went to,
you know, I
somebody
got this
had,
love-hate relationship.
People's
with
Court
it.
type thing today.
software
It
interfaces
was
and
There you
how
go.
A chaotic.
you know we might be able to apply some of the principles. I don't know yet. I'm still
I
learning.
pay on you can use you can do it
I don't know what
social. You can do it social avatars.
different kinds
It's
of
just a little
styles.
different.
And then
Magic Leap,
when you're looking at
their
one of
first
the images,
version
you have
of
this
that?
do you,
sort of like a looking
you,
glass.
that,
You hold
okay,
the looking
then
glass up,
maybe
and it changes. The image changes. when
headset.
you're looking
It's
through
like
the looking glass.
like
So it's a
$2,000.
different
That's
style.
cool.
This headset, so
Pretty ad.
most
Yeah.
people did not buy it. I
And I didn't
experienced
see
it
Battery
through
Bear
I like it a lot.
fire on yesterday.
few
I haven't
meetups.
actually seen them.
One
Still
of them
I
working
like
on
your,
it, so I'm currently doing all the details, the architecture, and then so fixing all the small problems, or colliders,
it's geared towards
the
enterprise.
lighting and everything. So I'm working on the details now, and I think I can open it in like a
And they
week.
have, they have something called Avatar.
Yeah, you and your
Chat,
brother must spend a lot of time learning the technology.
but
Yeah,
they
bet.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
use it properly.
I'm slow.
You need
I'm slow
somebody
at that. It takes me a long time to pick up on.
Worked really hard on it. So yeah.
With their avatar.
I'm gonna start gathering
Gotcha.
people.
Say is,
But I'm learning.
That's so cool.
I'm gonna sneak up
What?
I'm old too.
and then we will make this announcement from upstairs for people.
Because Michael just went up, so just doing, okay.
But I think I'm doing
yeah, yeah.
pretty well for 74 years old, actually.
Yeah. I'm not as
74.
interested in-
Oh, I never would have
I'm
guessed
not as
that.
interested in social media
Fine, yeah, he just
personally.
mentioned
Yeah, that's
Never know
nice.
here in
It's just
Altspace.
not
I'm
my
going upstairs
thing.
right now.
I'm
No,
trying to
you
think
never
about
did.
how
I think that's a good thing in
I
Altspace.
there's a
It
couple of things that I
just
think
doesn't
are
matter how old
problems
you are.
with
but-
VR.
Right, there's no
and it's
judgment
present
for age, for sure.
incarnation.
Yeah.
One is
It's one of the things I really
um,
like about
I mean,
Altspace.
I would love to
a
see
lot of the
voice
things
to
you can
text
carry around in the
so
wheelchair.
that people who have hearing
I
difficulties
don't know
would be
why, but
able
I always
to
wanted to be a
engage in the
square.
Not a
environment.
pedestrian, I wanted to be a
$1
square.
an hour. I want to get paid.
For him.
I think it should be cool because it's going to be a lot of our people.
I like it.
Yeah, I
don't
think
worry.
so
And you
too.
do
I think it'll be
thank you.
really
All
fun.
freebie.
I'm looking forward to it.
I'm
I'm
just going to
super
try and pop in
excited.
after this.
Okay, I'm pointing.
Me too. We should just renegade
Well, I gotta- oh, that reminds me, I
BRCBR. I
gotta
think all the
text my
BRCBR
friend.
folks are going to be
I
going
need
to
to let him.
Burning Man
I'm
this
already
year.
in my
and they're
headset, so
gonna
I'm
do
like,
BRCBR on the
text
same
my friend's
time
gonna
as
come
we
over
do.
to do this
We
thing in
could
my
just
house.
renegade BRCBR.
And I don't want him to interrupt me.
If they make
so I'm like,
Burning Man
just
carbon
unlock the
negative,
door so he can let
then
himself
okay.
in. Send him a text now.
There's a plan.
Carbon
It'll be one of the questions.
against it.
Yep.
Carbonites. What if you were frozen in carbonites?
Oh, I know. I'd have to be careful. He'd be a screamer. I have to keep myself on mute.
Would you want to
He,
do like a
listens
renegade BRCBR with me?
Because I don't know if I'll be back in my room or if he wants to listen. If he wants to
Yeah.
listen, I'll go out and I can.
Yeah,
I can
you
even
were
like
his
stream it to my
Saturday.
TV, like cast it to my
There was a
TV,
woman
so you can watch.
A renegade.
Yeah,
My
turn my-
perspective
turn
anyway.
It's
But
Come on,
I
we do it.
Be a lot of
There
work.
Us-
was some
I don't
interesting
know.
things. she
Whatever.
was
We could do
saying.
whatever the hell we
Like,
want. It
I'd
doesn't
rather
have
just
to be a
watch
lot of
YouTube
work.
videos.
Thing
Just
was
do
that
whatever we feel like. It could be just an empty blue
Ian.
world with a
We used to
marshmallow
date.
in the middle.
Did you
Well,
It was
become
never, it was
friends?
never like
No.
Netflix
Yeah,
and
as
chill.
far
It
as-
was YouTube.
I think
When
I
it-
can't just
How you
send a
doing?
message.
When it starts, we're going to go into a chat, an Oculus chat. Do you want to join us?
So what you do is
Sure.
you go to
Just
push
make sure
the,
you mute on
center
here,
menu
and we
item,
can just talk between ourselves.
and then you can see your friends. If they're online, you can message them.
on because when you're the app can't hear you.
Everybody, we're going to get started in just about 2 minutes. One wants to gravitate here towards the center area.
You may be able to do that.
Gather around.
So Will,
I can find
if I talk,
Change your hair, huh?
an Oculus
yeah, but if I talk, everybody around me will hear me.
I can
No.
If I talk,
Only in your
everybody
house.
will
chat.
sometimes, not all the time,
Only
and then I
in
can send them
So-
a message.
And
He
Mason
calls me and
stem
he's
cells.
like,
Whether
come
they're
help me with
online or
this.
not.
So
What?
for like an entire afternoon, we just sat and wrote
Stem
this
cells.
amazing book
Cool.
report together,
Well,
and it was
nice
so
Maybe
much
base
fun.
that's like an umbilical cord
So, like, I
or
mean,
something.
To you again.
Okay.
We shouldn't be writing book reports for other people, whatever. People
I'll
do
give
this
you
shit
an
all the time.
opportunity to go
And I
into
had
a
nothing to
little
do
bit
with
more.
this part of it.
Okay.
I was just like having a great time talking about this book that I'd never read. It was like about. It was so. It was like the most fun date. It like turned out to be the best
My
fun date.
latest
Like
creative
whatever.
thing is I
We stopped
made,
dating like what year is it? So 5 years ago. We stopped dating 5 years ago. Now
Everybody, we're going to get started in just about a minute.
it's for
Everybody down there see me? The hologram?
and
Evening, everybody. Let's get some emojis going if showing up okay.
I actually had a job interview in Hong Kong.
There we go. Awesome, awesome.
cool.
AR stuff, startup, friends of mine, friends of friends.
Where are you moving to?
Decorates
You're moving
fun.
to Taiwan.
All right, let's kick things off.
It's a completely remote job.
okay, I'll be up in just a moment.
Everything I do is
Okay.
remote
Like
now.
watching
I'm
the
not going to do anything that has to do in a physical place. And not even COVID. It's really about, I just want to be able to be wherever I want to be.
Mhm.
It's okay. Less COVID.
With extended reality, an endless universe of possibilities awaits us. Come join in our mission to tell the stories and share in the experiences with educators, world builders, and innovators pioneering.
Buddy. So let's head upstairs. That's our opener. We're going to walk up to our auditorium. And once you get to the stairway over here, just click on the button and it'll take you right upstairs.
Hello, Reka.
Then, without further ado, Bear, how VR saved my life.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming on how VR saved my life. I'm very honored that you all are here. And I know the title sounds a little dramatic, and hopefully at the end you will all understand. And while my life story is a little sad in places, I promise you it will be inspirational. I hope you can stay with me while we walk down memory lane a little bit. And give me a chance to tell you my life story. This is my bear, O'Keefe. He was the last gift my husband gave to me before he passed away. He is always with me, and he is how I got the name CompuBear. IAmCompuBear. My husband, Bruce, here, had been my soulmate. Not only was he my soulmate, he was my yin to my yin. He made me we made an incredible, unstoppable team. We started our computer company in 1983. He took hardware and I took software. He took the back end and I took the front end. And in 1989, we moved to Colorado after I graduated from UCLA, started our first computer store. It's 86 computers. The entire time we had been pioneering bulletin board systems. In 1990, we ran the first World Electronic Communications Conference, Denver, Colorado. This is what we called it before we called it the internet. All the large companies were in attendance, CompuServe, AOL, Microsoft, right back here again. Even bulletin board software companies, including some manufacturers, scientists, and colleges around the world, including UC Boulder, attended our conference. This is where the internet was born. Then in 1993, we opened our second computer store, and then a chain of them in the Denver metro area. We continued to pioneer the internet industry, conferences and promoting NICS, free internet service in Boulder. We won awards for the first and best web page school, PC Magazine. 2000, I saw big box stores coming and taking over the little guys. We sold our conference, our stores, everything. Moved to a little town in Colorado to raise 14, yes, I said 14 children doing consulting work. Spent time doing music festivals. My husband had one time played on stage at Woodstock. He was a very talented musician, playing 13 different instruments. Again, our teamwork played off. He played music on and sang with our girls. The boys and I, all the sound engineering and stage work. We were very successful and had a very good life. And one day, as if someone had flipped a switch, I remember that fateful day we were given the diagnosis that my husband had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. Sat and tried to decide, should we spend every dime we had on experimental treatment, or does he just die gracefully? We chose the treatment. Our lives felt like it had dropped off a cliff. We could no longer do computer work or music. We remortgaged our home, was left trying to figure out what to do to support us while caring for him and our children alone. Not only had lost my other half, I had to care for him at home 24/7. Went back to school to get my degree in journalism. This was something I could do from home. It was the beginning of online school. This was truly the first struggle I'd ever had to do on my own. And I'd first been diagnosed with severe dyslexia in 1982 when I went to college. I had met my husband shortly after, and he helped me get through. Wrote and edited, goes that teamwork again. He was my tutor to get me through school, majoring in psychology, minoring in computers. This time I was doing it alone. I'd gotten through it, but towards the end, the dean of journalism told me, well, I was a good writer, I should give up. Journalism, as we knew it, was dying. She was right. I was never able to catch on journalism, online journalism, in its infancy. As if my life were not tragic enough at this point. And while I was at work as a CNA, my husband, against doctor's orders, took our children to the movies, and he tripped and broke his neck. He was in ICU for 6 weeks until July 12th, 2008, died. The cancer treatment had given him another 7 years to live. There was no guarantee in life. Whatever money we had was gone. Disability income, gone. I was fired from my job. We lost our home. Shortly after, my youngest son was taken away because we were homeless. Continued to wander the streets. Then met a man who would be my current husband. His name is Lloyd. He is severely autistic, but is very kind and loving and caring. He lived on his Social Security while I tried to continue to get mine. 8 years we lived in a closet with a bathroom. Clothes hung off the end of our bed and over our feet. And I was just grateful to no longer be on the streets. Most people would have given up. Found a computer in a trash bin. It was very old, but I was determined to make it work. Continued to read about everything. I wanted to stay as current as I could in web pages and Windows. I earned enough money to car and insurance. And I was in a string of car accidents, and none of them my fault. In the last one, a semi-truck hit the back of my car going 55 miles an hour while I was at a dead stop. Anne was thrown into the barrier. The seat broke. I was thrown into the back seat. The only thing that saved my life. The front of the car was completely crushed, as was the back. The only thing left of the car was the back seat and me. The front of the car was completely. The accident broken my back, dislocated my shoulder, taken some of my hearing. I should say most of my hearing. After another year of rehab and fighting to survive, making this 10 years from the first time I filed, I was finally awarded my disability. We took the back disability money and moved to Mexico, where our money would go for. But on the day we arrived in Mexico, found out I had cancer. led to 2 kinds of cancer, led to 3 kinds of cancer, now to 4. All of the money I had went to cancer treatment. Went back to having just enough money, have the basics, necessities. While I live in the most beautiful place in the world, I could barely get out of bed. I had spent most of the last 5 years in isolation. And at this point, I had just given up. And a friend gave me a Quest 2. Remember sitting up in bed the first time, trying it on. It was magic. Downloaded all the free apps, then I saved and got Beat Saber. Started a morning exercise routine and joined got a group together to play. Got to the point that I could get out of bed, sit at a bar stool, and play Beat Saber. And I was able to be on my own. Didn't need the chair anymore. Joined evolver.org trip. I was going to meditation and yoga groups. I was meeting people and making real friends for the first time in 10 years, of which I have to say many of you are those friends, and I thank you for being here. I was going to classes on everything from philosophy to the science of electrodes. I was having intellectual conversations again, the first time in over 10 years. I was invited to help start a Pagans in VR group, my friend Trey, and I was encouraged to build a world for Burning Man in VR. I have seen and experienced things beyond your wildest dreams. Worlds so amazing, worlds that cannot even be described. You have to experience it all. Met a very special group. Its leader, Ryan Owitz, is here today. All of whom helped me, mentored me, and taught me, one of which is Daryl. Taught me that anything I could dream, I could make reality. And suddenly, everything I had ever learned in my life, from computers to sound engineering to journalism to my art, came together to say, this is what you had worked your whole life to achieve. I could test the bounds of VR. Oh, sorry, guys. Could test the bounds of VR and develop new stuff. I could learn Unity and make worlds. I could learn about NFTs. I could grow my network. I could share my tarot readings, my art, and my creativity. I was even offered a job, Carbon Origins, to work in VR. And for the first time in over a decade, I felt like I could be a contributing member of society. Despite my disabilities and illnesses, I'm still fighting cancer, but every day I want to take one more step forward, no matter how small that step may be. I now live on an island in Mexico in a bird sanctuary, paradise. But more importantly, VR connected me to my children again. And even though they are scattered across the entire United States, we have had birthday parties together. I could talk to them and be involved with what they were involved in. I could play games with them. One of my sons works for Unity, and we have been doing projects together ever since. Found out that another son works for Oz, and my new job is taking me in that direction. Tell you all this in hopes you see the wonderfulness all I have discovered, that you will help me give back to the people, you, this community that is in so many ways given me so much. That you will help me shout in the virtual tops that this is what the metaverse is really all about. Thank you for listening. Are there any questions? The raised hand signal is up if anybody would like to ask any questions. Any questions? Really, I kind of expected some questions or something. Oh. The raised hand signal is up if anybody has any questions. Oh. Anything that anybody wants to say? Yes.
What's your favorite world that you've built? Your favorite experience you've made?
Oh, hold on, let me. Mary asked, what is my favorite experience? I would have to say Nico's World is my favorite experience. It's the one that I've probably learned the most from. But it's really hard to say. Shushu's art and combination of art world stuff. I've only made a couple of worlds myself. Daryl Gold, who was just here, created a really beautiful world using my imagination and project and something that was really dear to my heart, and he built the ring world. So in my heart, that's really the best world, and he did such an amazing job in taking my imagination and what I dreamt and what I wanted to be, made the world come true. The one I've worked the most on would be my Renaissance Festival, my fairgrounds. And if you guys have been, any of you have been there, that's where my heart and soul is. When I first came in here 9 months ago, I said, this is what I want to do. I want to build a castle in a forest with stalls that people could sell things at and have games and tarot readings. And the entire group of people from Cornelius to Ryu to a lot of people have worked with me to take what I dreamt, what I dreamed of that I wanted, and made it all come true. So those are my favorite.
Wow.
Ian.
You know, I just wanted to say, after really hearing your full story, I could not be more proud of you, my friend. You could do it.
Thank you. Thank you. It's because of you that you're one of the first people I met in here, and told me that I could do anything I could dream, and did just that because you encouraged me, and your whole group helped me along and helped me with everything, and I couldn't have done it without all of your encouragement and help. And every time I would get stuck and get discouraged, and would go in and you'd say, oh no, this is how you can do it, this is what you can do, and get me one step closer to making my dreams come true. So it's thank you. Jean.
Hi. I was wondering, so you got your quest to in the last couple few years. Were you interested in VR before that? Because I know in the early 90s there was it sort of happened for a short time. Then in the early 2000s there was another period of interest, and now it has blossomed to no end. So,
Right.
were you
And
interested
so
in?
yeah. To answer your question, I had one of those cheap cell phone cardboard things that you could put on your phone. And I would sit with one of those spinny chairs in my living room and play some of the games and see some of the stuff that you could do, roller coasters and that. And then my daughter had Pokemon Go kind of it was really virtual reality because you could sit with it and you could see it was an AR situation where you could see the room and things were being thrown at you and you could hit them and then you could try and catch Pokemon that looked like they were sitting in your room, right? And you could try and kill them. So those were all AR versus VR stuff, but yes, it was all in the XR realm. And so I was really interested in all of the XR stuff and kind of waiting for this day to happen. Unfortunately, when the Rift came out and some of those, as I said in my story, I was in no position, could barely get a computer, let alone something like that. So I wasn't able to be a part of that other than you could do on your phone. That answer your question?
Yeah. Thanks.
Is there any other questions? Mother Java has a question. Yes.
Hi, thank you again so much for sharing your story. It was really, really, truly inspirational, and I really love how you used so many different aspects of what is available within the VR realm in order to help you, grow and get to where you are today. I'm really excited to say, what are you looking forward to about your next project the most? What's coming?
Oh, this was my next project. So what my next project is beyond on this, I'm working on merging NFT with virtual reality. So I'm working on a sci-fi. It's called Sci-Fi Web 3, which is my next project, and we have about 5 very, very rare sci-fi art pieces that are being made into NFTs that will be put into a sci-fi looking world, possibly Pagoda Scope, I think, is what we're working on. And then you'll be able to go through the gallery and not only see the pieces that are up for auction, but you'll be able to bid on them as well. So you'll be able to experience the gallery. We'll have music and toys and things to play with in the gallery, but you'll also get to experience those NFTs as well. So it's going to be merging the NFT world with the metaverse world. Swizz has a question. Wonderful pal. Yes.
Yeah, let me turn on my microphone. I just want to reiterate my thanks to you for being an awesome friend and for all the good memories here. And it's just been quite a journey. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I saw the sign. But anyway, I just want to thank you for everything, your friendship. And it's also changed my life here, just as Burning Man changed my life, just in another dimension, And it's been a very good experience. And I have enjoyed thoroughly all the adventures we've had together, the Renaissance. Gosh, there's too many to name. Burning Man. Looking forward to this year also. Burning Man in the metaverse here, and it's going to be really exciting. I'm really looking forward to it. And once again, I thank you for your friendship, your perseverance, and for everything you're doing here. Thank you for doing this today. It's awesome.
Thank you. Uh, just so everybody knows, IceWiz has been by my side the whole way through, and always helped me out when I thought I've hit a wall. And so I really appreciate that. And it just goes to show you very much the community we have here, that makes all of this possible here in Altspace. When we get stuck, there's someone like IceWiz or Daryl or Ryan or someone that you can go to get help. That they're right there to offer their support and their encouragement. And we work together as teams to get these done, and no one takes credit for it. But I really would love the world to know that it takes a village to make a community. And in this case, Altspace Community helps each other to be the best that we can be, to create the best that we can create. And we freely give that help to each other and never ask for anything in return. And in exchange, we each learn a little bit more to pass that on to somebody else. And so I always try and help people when they come in, so that I can pass on the knowledge that the other people passed on to me. And that is what the metaverse is about. It is truly the definition of what the metaverse is. And I hope that that is what the metaverse continues to be, in whatever incarnation it comes up with in the next few years. Luminosity, without which we have no MREs. Go ahead, Luminosity.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes.
Thanks for sharing this inspiring stories. It's really amazing, and it's a great honor to have you as a friend in VR. And I would like to work with you.
Boyd, I need you to turn that off, please.
Yeah, your worlds are awesome, and if you want to collaborate on tarot reading, I do have a working MRE for that, which has 300 different decks, and we can create like a collaboration event. And, thanks for sharing your story, and I'm always glad to help you.
Thank you. I really appreciate that, and yeah, I would love to do that. I do. My hope has been to green screen all my tarot cards so they look like they're floating in the world, as opposed to the way I designed, where they're looking like they're on a table. I have to give myself credit because when I came in, and the idea of even having the cards in the world in real life wasn't there, and people have helped me design and develop the way so I can read the cards in real life. And I know I've been looking at Luminosity's green screen stuff, so I'm hoping to figure out how to take my cards in real life and put them in VR so that you can see them themselves in the world. So that's kind of one of my projects. So thank you for reaching out to me for that. So maybe I can make that wish come true on that one. Let's see. I think that's all. Unless Brian, it says you're on here, but I may have forgotten to take you off. Did I? Do you want to say something again?
Just want to say you're awesome.
Thank you very much.
Amazing person.
So, thank you. Thank you all again for coming. I'm going to turn this back over to Michael, and he can tell you a little bit more about what we're doing here in VR Talks. Also, I desperately want to make sure that you realize that on the 13th, we have another speaker coming in, and as well as the 14th. So hope you come right back here on the 13th to hear Athena talk. because her talk, I think, is extremely inspirational. And I want to make sure that that happens. And feel free to mingle around afterwards, but I'll let Michael take over at this point.
Thank you, CompuBear, and just such a touching story. Honestly, thank you. You've been such a mentor to me coming into Altspace. You know, you've touched so many lives here. I mean, the sense of community, passion you have, it's evident. Look at the people here today. I mean, it's because of you and because of others that have this sense of community that all of this is possible. And that's the story that inspired me with, I have a drink in my hand here. I'm waving with beverage. But it's the delightful things like this. It's the clothing. It's the people that really make this possible. I saw a vision in that. I saw the opportunity to tell these stories, right? So VR talks in smaller circles. Some people are saying it's like the TED Talks, but it's more than that. It's community. It's a sense of presence. It's a sense of togetherness, and through that voice and through that community, we can really raise awareness and show the world beyond the bubble of Altspace what this is really about. And I know when I got my first Oculus, or the Oculus Quest, you know, that video games for about a week, I got tired of that. Down, for about 4 months. And then it was a research project for work. I put it on, started researching, getting connected, and then I saw that there was just a whole other life here. People living and making relationships, earning income. It was fascinating. I was like, what is the potential of this? But these are the experts. I mean, these are the people making it all happen. So I'm just blessed to be here with everybody. CompuBear, such a touching story, and I know it brought a tear in my eye, honestly, your story. But that's it. Thank you, everybody, for coming. If you want to stay and hang out, network for a little while, would love that. We do have a meetup every Saturday at 9 p.m. Central. We welcome new members. We talk about some of the great things happening in the XR space. And we're also looking for speakers, tell stories like CompuBears, to talk about their businesses and how they're excelling in meaningful and impactful endeavors in the XR space. In touch. Let's be a part of the community. Come on in. We'll definitely get you set up. So thank you, everyone. Let's go put on some music. I'll turn on the TV.